All right, let's go. All right, let's start this thing real quick.
There we go.
Where's it at?
Oh, and we are back after the huddle here. Yo, what's up, Cozy? What's up, Rock? The next year said he's stuck at work. So, well, everybody, welcome back to After the Huddle. As always, your boy Jacob, Jared over here. Saw some good Thursday night football. Kind of what we expected though from the Lions going against the Packers. You got some good matchups this week that we're going to talk about. We're going to go over all the games. We're going to pick all the games. It's my favorite shows, you know. Had to wear the lucky jersey, lucky number 13. Try to get better picks because we picked four people last week. Four people were picking last week. We had Cozy, Twist, Jared, and me. We were all picking, and Jared and Twist ended up winning. They both went 11-5. Sorry, no. They both went 12-4, and me and Cozy went. What's it called? 9-6. That's what it was. 9-6. So, is that OBJ or Hyatt? This is actually an OBJ. I've had this jersey since he was drafted. I was very high on him coming out of LSU. Especially when you live down here, you know, you hear all the hype behind a player. And then he came out his rookie season and started dominating, started balling. I had to get a jersey. I mean, most people really wanted an OBJ jersey when he was coming through the ranks. You know, it's just didn't stay with our team. Oh yeah, it's that's why I still have it. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, burn the jerseys, get rid of the jerseys. Like, no, I spent good money on this thing. I'm not gonna throw it away. I still have a Jeremy Shockey jersey from like when I was 7 or 8, something like that. I was young as hell when I first got my first jersey. It was just Jeremy Shockey. I still have that jersey. I mean, it's all battered and you can barely read out the numbers because it's so old, but I still have it. I'm not gonna throw it away. I've kept all my jerseys.
Bro, I still got all mine. I got a Mark Sanchez Jets jersey. I got an LT jersey. Yeah, I got an LT jersey from when he played with the Jets. I have a Mark Sanchez jersey, I think, from when he played with USC. I had a Tebow jersey for a little bit. I had a Welker jersey. Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. Yeah, I had a couple. You there? Jake.
All right, you there?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I had to go share the stream from the page to my Facebook page and stuff like that. Yeah, for those who don't know, we're streaming on a lot of platforms now. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're getting all around. And there he is.
And there's Rico.
What's up, bruh? What's up?
And here comes.
Hey, I heard I did pretty good on the pick'em.
Cozy hates Sims. Who's
I
Sims?
hate Chris Sims.
Oh, Chris Sims.
I
I hate
heard I
that
did
man.
good on the pick'ems, dudes.
Oh well, if you look to the right here, Jared and
then
Twiz
and
Twiz,
Let's go.
they won last week. They went 12-4. Me and Cozy, we both went 9-6. The game that really killed us, Cozy, was me and you both picked the Saints and them two picked the Packers.
I picked the Bears.
Well, yeah, but all in all, if the Saints win that game, we have a 4-way tie last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That game was the real killer. It really killed us.
So what was the other one that
You missed on? Oh man, I have to go get the paper.
Which one did I hit on then?
The one that you got. What I missed out on the Raiders. Y'all picked Pittsburgh. I picked the Raiders.
Okay.
But you picked the Cowboys over the Cardinals.
Oh yeah, I chose
And that didn't work. And then you picked the Bears over the Chiefs, and that didn't work out either.
No.
And you also picked the Saints. You picked the Ravens, but we all picked the Ravens. So And then you also
Yeah.
picked Jacksonville, but we all picked Jacksonville.
Okay.
So
Fucking Jacksonville, bro.
yeah, Jacksonville. And you know what's crazy is after y'all left, Jared brought up a really good stat and almost made me change my fucking answer because I picked the Jags too. Trevor Lawrence has a 1-4 interception to touchdown ratio against Houston.
Oh
Read
wow.
this.
He sucks.
Yeah, that's this year. That's this year to start.
He's my quarterback in fantasy, and I am
Ours too.
furious.
Yeah, he's in our dynasty league, and he has not been playing well. The Jags as a whole have been really lackluster, in my opinion.
I
Want to know
mean,
why? Do you want to know why?
Why?
All right. So, as
All
you
right.
guys know, I'm an Eagles fan.
Yes.
Our head coach used to be
Dougie P.
Doug Peterson. Yeah, I like
So-
Doug Peterson though.
The year we won the Super Bowl, we had Doug Peterson, and we had this guy. You might have heard of him before, Frank Reich, as our offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And then when he left, our offense kind of went into shambles.
That's
Who
true.
got promoted to be offensive coordinator? Press Taylor. And our
Yeah.
offense went downhill. Doug goes to the Jags. Who does he promote to be offensive coordinator this year? Press Taylor. Carson regressed.
Yeah,
Trevor's regressing.
yeah. But I don't think that'll be for like a long term thing though. I think it's just
It
like
will.
this year. You think it's gonna be he's gonna regress long term?
Press Taylor sucks.
He's terrible.
He's
I don't
terrible.
watch the Jags play calling enough to know whether he's like a really good play caller or I thought Dougie P was calling the plays over there though.
Because I only,
Press Taylor as OC sucks.
I only tap in with them because of Dougie P. The love I got for Dougie P.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he brought y'all a Super Bowl. I'd love him too.
Yeah.
Like my other comparisons I could say is the Chiefs
Yeah.
with Eric Bieniemy.
Now, Matt,
Offense is running great.
Yeah.
Washington shit.
Well, I,
With Eric
and,
Bieniemy,
and you're right. And I don't really take what happened, what they did in Chicago. Like, I take that with it's Chicago. They're the worst team in the league. You know? Yeah, we all knew. You kind of went out there on a limb, but we all knew that they were going to destroy them.
it was the wrong trap game, guys.
Hey, I told you, you just had to flip it. You just had to flip
You
it
did.
around.
I literally when it was happening, I was like, he said it. He fucking said it.
I mean, look. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody in here can say they lost by 50 points before.
It's 70. We're still talking about that 70 points, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
That it's insane.
look, I told the homies at work, I said, if it was me on the sideline, I would have took my jersey off and walked into the locker room. Oh,
Pull Antonio Brown.
I'm
No.
done, coach. I'm done.
Now, what's his name from the Bills?
Oh, the dude that retired at halftime.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Vernon
Oh.
Davis?
Or even what was it? Andrew Luck when he retired.
he was a cornerback. Oh,
yeah, I just can't
I
remember.
can't remember his name. I know you talk about that. I remember that vividly.
Just straight up, and just like quit. Everyone's like, "What's going on?"
No, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm going.
I remember
That
watching.
shit was
it,
bad.
like,
I would fire the whole team.
What's that, Jared?
It was Vontae Davis.
Vontae Davis. That's
There you
who it was.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And
What- I said
Okay.
Vernon
Okay.
Davis.
Appreciate it, Josh. Pulling in with the.
I knew it was a Davis.
I was
Answer.
watching that game, and they're like, "Yeah, he retired at halftime, going into the locker room." I'm like, "Huh?"
And then it just shows the clip. You're like, "Yo,
Wow.
my man really just left."
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
pretty wild.
That's you
And then
retired at
also,
halftime.
Kellen Moore, when he was on the Cowboys,
Oh, yeah.
Dak was throwing a lot of
Dak
picks.
was throwing a lot, but they had a really explosive offense, even though he was throwing a lot of picks. I think
Yeah.
that was a lot more towards Dak's decision making because look at what he's doing with the Chargers right now. I mean, they're
Or-
1-2, 1-2. Yeah, they
But they
beat the
should-
Vikings. That's also another one that we all got wrong, but I think you got right. I think you picked the Chargers and we all picked the Vikings, but you got that right.
I was gonna say, okay. I was like, I know there had to be one that
Hey,
I
it is
got that y'all
hey,
didn't because
hey,
Yeah, that was the Chargers Vikings. I'm pretty sure.
Crazy because I picked the Vikings on here, but on the pick'em for my boy, I picked the Chargers.
But I mean, that was really a pick'em game. I mean, it came down to the final drive. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, we all know Kirk Cousins doesn't thrive under pressure, so we knew a pick was coming, but we
Yeah.
just didn't know where.
And you can ask Jared, bro. I was saying it all off season about how there's no way that the Minnesota Vikings were going to win 12 close games like they won last year.
no,
They won They won 12 games by 1 possession or less. And now they've lost 3 straight by 1 possession or less.
It proves that there was frauds last year.
Bro, like they are losing close games and they're not finishing. And their defense is killing them. Their defense is killing
Oh,
them.
bro, that shit is horrible.
Some other news around the football world, if y'all did not know, XFL USFL announced a merger.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I'm pretty sure that now that's going to happen, we're going to see more of an NFL developmental type deal to it.
Like a G League type of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I feel like it should have been this whole time. Like you can tap into that so much more.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can see the Commanders down there.
I mean, we're gonna relegate. We're gonna fucking relegate the Bears to the fucking XFL league next year with the way that they're playing.
Did y'all see that video of Brandon the bench warmer dude?
Yeah, Brandon the bench. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Dude, that dude's too funny. He was like, "Yeah, so we're deciding to relegate y'all to the XFL." Why?
Why?
Because they suck. Jared wanted to talk about this a little bit. They got us rookie of the month, Christian Gonzalez. Man, 16 tackles, 3 pass defense, tackle for loss, an interception, a sack. I mean, the man's been all over the place. He's been playing really well.
I was telling Jake earlier. I was like, we got us one. We got us one as a rookie.
Yeah.
Bro, he's a dog.
Yeah,
I wanted the Eagles to draft him.
Yeah, it's like when the Jets drafted
Sauce?
No, Darrell Revis.
Oh. He's. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That's a high comparison right there, sir.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Take his hot.
But they're comparing him to Gilmore right now too.
Well, when Gilmore played with y'all, yeah, he was playing at a high. That's why everybody was talking about Gilmore coming into this Cowboys defense, and I was like, he's not the player that he was when he was with New England.
No, he isn't. No,
he's not even the same player he was with
Gilmore.
Yep.
I like Gilmore, but I feel like since the injury to Trayvon, I know everybody can say I'm biased, but it kind of went down for them. You know?
Oh yeah.
And that's
no
what
doubt.
I'm worried about this week.
They got no. I got you guys this week because I don't think you guys aren't a bad team, but you got a solid defense, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You're well coached. You're well coached by Bill Belichick, obviously one of the best coaches in the league. You know that. We know that. But it's just the problem.
You should know that.
It's just Mac. It's just Mac sometimes. You know. But
and I don't think that Mac is terrible. I just don't think he's like really good. You know what I mean? He's like average. He's average, yeah.
I don't think we've seen his full potential, especially with our offensive line. Like, if we would have had an offensive line, like, let's say when we had Brady and shit, like if we had like towards Brady's last few years, if we had that kind of offensive line protecting Mac, it'd probably be a totally different story. We could probably be seeing rookie Mac.
I will say this though, because you do got the running back. I like Stevenson, but you just don't have an O line for him to pressure through. So you just picture with a Philly O line. That boy getting at least 6 to 7 yards a game.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
It's
an
O line. It's an O line thing.
I mean,
at least you still got defense though.
Yeah, if we had an offensive line like Philly does, we wouldn't really need wide receivers because we'd have all day to throw the fucking ball.
You wouldn't need to pay 2 tight ends.
We wouldn't have had to pay Juju $12 million or whatever.
And he's a knee pop away from being done.
I heard that.
Well, all right, y'all. Well, since we got 4 people in here, I want to try to get to these picks a little bit earlier this time so we can get through them all. We're gonna start just like we did last time. We're gonna start backwards from Monday night, going up. This is the last week before the buys. If anybody's looking for fantasy stuff or watching for their team, buys start next week, week 5. So
I'm gonna give me 1 minute.
Only real fantasy managers know this.
Yeah. I know. Y'all want to see what I'm sparking my joint up tonight with? Y'all see that? Yes, sir.
What you got?
Is that the Mac?
Yes, sir.
Also,
Okay.
reminder to everyone
Yes,
as well.
sir.
The London game starts Sunday. There will be football at 9:30 in the morning.
9:30 in the morning, bro.
Guys, wake up! It's gonna be real early for you.
Well, for you guys, 6 o'clock my time.
Set the alarm, brother.
Hey, I will tell you this. You remember that one time that the Philadelphia Eagles played the Jaguars in London?
Mhm.
I was at the bar at 4:50
in the morning?
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, I
That's
woke
why I
up.
love this guy.
Hey, I woke
That's
up.
why I go to war for this guy.
I woke up. My wife was like, "You're gonna go?" I said, "I'm gonna call you when I get there." I got up, bro. I picked my boy up. I got there 4:50. It was about 5 o'clock. Was outside with my boys. We smoked. Walked in. I didn't drink for a minute, and I was like, "All right, I'm drinking like 4 beers, and that's it." Bro, I was looking at myself, and I was like, "Bro, it's 6:30 in the morning.
Oh,
How fucking diehard are you?"
What you doing?
Twitch was in the bar like this. Twitch was in the bar like, oh man.
Bro, I think I came back home. It was 11 o'clock in the afternoon. My wife was like, "You're a fucking fool." I said, "That's what you do when you love people."
When you love a team, yo.
Yeah.
She was like, "They don't even know you." I said, "They do.
They know me by spirit.
They
do know
feel me.
They feel me." Pause.
Did y'all get a dub?
Well, all right. Oh yeah, did y'all win that game?
Oh yeah, they felt your presence.
Yeah, bro, that shit.
They knew Philly fans about to be at bars at 4:50 in the morning, waiting for
Oh
it.
yeah, it was a nasty game, but we won.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was dope though. I'm excited. Honestly to watch it because I think I'm gonna watch it on Disney Plus in the cartoon for a little bit.
Oh, the Toy Story version?
I think I'm gonna watch it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I might have to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, bro.
I
You
heard
got a brain in me.
I
I
think it's
heard
gonna be
the Cubs
tight.
making all the players like animated and shit like for the boys.
I wonder what they're gonna do for an interception.
Whatever they do, they can't be any worse than what they did with Patrick Starr last year.
Oh man.
Did you guys watch
that
it when it was on Nickelodeon with the slime?
Yeah.
I loved it.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're doing.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm gonna watch it.
I want to see Buzz.
I want to watch it. I want to see Woody. All the little aliens come out.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
The clown.
Touchdown.
The end zone.
So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. You know, like I think that's what makes kids kind of like football. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's panders to the younger audience.
It's to the younger art, but the people like us that watched this shit back in the day, we're just watching it like, damn, bro. Where was this when we were younger?
I'm saying the technology just advanced so far in like the last like 10 years.
It makes it easier to indoctrinate the youth into watching sports. Into this life we pour so much into.
Speaking of Toy Story, if you go back and watch the first one, there's you know how Sid runs into his house at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the wallpaper, I think with the staircase and shit, I think when it's going up, the wallpaper is a weed leaf.
It is, yeah.
Well, yeah, it is. I remember that.
Yeah, that's subliminal messaging.
Right.
But it's crazy though, because if you watch every Disney movie, you know, every Disney movie, Loki has every other Disney movie in it.
Oh yeah, they had like little nuggets. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, bro.
Monsters Inc.'s got I think Stitch in it.
There's a whole bunch in Monsters Inc., bro. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's also a theory that the two chicks from Frozen, their dad or Tarzan is their brother.
What the fuck?
Because like they lost their parents on a shipwreck.
Yeah.
And like the shipwreck that's how Tarzan lost his parents, was a shipwreck, and then he went to the.
That's an interesting theory. They don't really talk about brother in Frozen though, so that could be an interesting theory.
And
they didn't know.
There's so much shit that you could break down, bro.
I'm saying there's
a lot of theories and
conspiracy.
But all right, well let's get started.
We're
gonna start with the Monday night game. Giants at home against Seattle. Seattle is a 1.5 point favorite. Over under in this game is 47.5.
Where are we at again?
In New York.
Okay.
So let me get y'all's takes on this game, and then I'll give my little spiel at the end.
I'm sorry, but I'm going Seattle.
It's expected. It's expected.
Who y'all got?
Yeah.
It's saying Giants.
Whoever.
Okay.
Like I feel like it'll be a close, like a 21-20 game, but I think like the Giants randomly they're due one. Is Saquon playing?
He was a limited participant in practice today. Yeah, yesterday. So
If Saquon plays, y'all win.
Yeah.
If Saquon doesn't play, you lose.
Yeah, I think. Look, I like Geno. I'm fighting for Geno.
Geno's undefeated in revenge games.
You know what I mean? I'm fighting for Geno. But
he beat us last year. What do you mean?
No, like Coach said,
it's not a revenge game if they already had his revenge game.
I know. I'm saying they were talking about and just like before at one point they were like, yeah, Geno's undefeated in revenge games and shit.
Oh well, yeah.
I don't know how y'all gonna hold up against DK and Hawkins.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not their passing game that scares me. It's their running game. It's Kenneth Walker and what is it, Chardonnay or something like that? Charbonnet. Yeah, they are actually a good tandem that's not getting really talked about throughout the league right now.
I like Charbonnet coming out of college. I liked him a lot. I thought he was really good.
I guess with that being said, my pick will be damn, that's a tough one, dog. Because I like Jalen highly, but y'all don't fucking utilize him too much.
We don't. But the good thing is that Seattle's pass rush isn't like a top tier pass rush.
Nah, the only thing you really got to worry about with them, they got young little corners and little safeties that are kind of fast. You know what I mean? Like their defense in the back is kind of good, you know, and their front four, you don't really have to worry about. So the run game, I mean, you can. If Barkley's there, that's where it changes it for me. You know what I mean? That's what changes it.
So you on the same page as me then?
Barkley will eat. But on the other end, if Barkley's not there, Geno's finna eat with fucking Metcalf, Lockett, and that little other rookie. And Kenneth Walker's been playing good for the last 3 games. So if Barkley's there, I'm going you guys. If Barkley's not there, I'm gonna have to go Seattle.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm gonna take the Giants here.
Of course.
But I think the main thing about it is we have to make them throw the ball. As much as well as Geno has been playing, if we continue to keep getting killed in the run game, or give up, 6-7 yards to carry for them, we're not going to be able to stop them at all. I mean, Geno still is completing like 69% of his passes. He's still having a pretty good season for them. What are they, 2-1 now?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a win-win. If the Giants win, I'll be happy. If Seattle wins, I just hope San Francisco loses because I picked Seattle in my division winners this year.
Same.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I said that too, bro. I told everybody, don't sleep on Seattle. They might fuck around and win the.
Yeah, they're a good team. I mean, they snuck into the playoffs last year. They were good enough to be in the playoffs last year.
They did get a little better this year.
Yeah, and like they upgraded their talent. I just, my thing is how well is that offensive line for the Giants going to hold up? And that's really the big deal.
And that's where it's at.
Hey, I've been had this jersey, Trey. This is the Odell Beckham jersey. It's ODB.
He's all, bro. The day he did one-handed,
OBJ.
Oh
yeah,
he did.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, when we drafted him, I was like, I gotta get a OBJ jersey. I got to get one. I did the same thing with Saquon. I was really excited when we drafted Saquon. I just didn't like how high we drafted him at. That's all.
Yeah, I feel it. So I guess
it's just a little bit too high. But all right, so what we got? Seattle. What's your ultimate pick? Giants.
Well,
ODB, yeah. I said ODB.
if Barkley plays, I got the Giants. If not, I got Seattle. Like I said.
Same.
Okay. Well,
That's
I'm
really the
going.
factor.
Yeah, I'm going Giants outright, regardless.
It's just because of the line.
Over under.
So.
Oh, over under is 47. I actually think it's going to go
Under.
under that. I don't think it's going to go that high.
Yeah, under.
Yeah.
Next, we have KC going into New York on Sunday night to face the Jets. Kansas City's an 8.5 point
Chiefs.
8.5 point favorite. Over under is 41.5. It's not a high over under.
I got KC.
Kansas City.
We're all Kansas City.
Yeah, we're all pretty much Kansas City. Do y'all? But I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that the Jets have any sort of chance with the defense that they have?
Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Taylor Swift is in the building. Kelsey's balling.
Travis Kelce touchdown.
Hey, we got Kelsey in our dynasty, so I mean, we'll take that. But I just want to know, like, do y'all think that the Jets have any sort of? I mean, obviously they have Zach Wilson still as their quarterback. It's terrible.
There's a chance they could, because I mean, if you shut down Travis Kelce, Kansas City really don't have anybody else to throw the ball to.
We saw that week 1.
You leave Rashee Rice's name in the respect column.
Well, hold on. He's a rookie. We'll wait to see what happens with that.
But I mean, he's still fighting for Kadarius Toney, MVS,
Yeah,
Sky Moore.
Moore, and then you got.
But I mean,
Pacheco out the backfield, McKinnon.
It's gonna be hard to beat that T Swift plot armor this year.
I mean, there's a chance, bro.
You're not lying, Tracy, bro. Did y'all see like all the numbers for Travis Kelce, like the Instagram followers and the jersey sales and the ticket sales?
I hate it.
I saw a commercial. I think I saw a commercial, and somebody was like,
Now, if they break up, Kansas City's gonna get slammed in the bowl again, against Tampa Bay. Oh man, they gonna get all the way there and choke.
Hey, FanDuel.
Sailor! And they go score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Gonna get on his knees like he's begging to the Lord.
I miss you. I need you. Nah.
I honestly hate it. It just infuriates me. Like it just.
Yeah, because
it's when like
y'all's team.
Bro, my baby mama. She was like, I hate that Taylor Swift is dating him. I was like, what? Who cares? Like, you don't know these people.
I just hate the
She'll be that new curse.
The attention it's getting.
Bro,
Oh yeah, it is. It's getting a lot of attention. I mean, I'm scrolling down just regular football feeds and catching it in my regular football feeds. So it's everywhere.
God, bro,
I'm looking at this shit like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's cool. Let this man be.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, but yeah, like I like Kansas City in this one. To be honest with you, I like the under. I don't like 41.5. I think they actually go under. I think that defense for the Jets is pissed off right now.
Or if you heard everything that they're saying,
yeah,
the Jets are like, I think the Jets are ready, to cut ties with Saleh now.
Bro, like, dude, that it's because they're supporting. They haven't done anything like. If they would have went and got a quarterback right when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, this would be totally different.
They're running with Zach Wilson, and that's the wrong idea. Like, but they're trying to show support, which is what you kind of hope a team does with their draft pick. You want them to like give him the support, but like even with the support, he sucks.
Yeah. And he's got a really solid defense. Now, I will agree, the offensive line isn't good, but you got a really solid defense. You got good skill players. You got a good running back, good wide receiver. You should be able to make something work.
Yeah.
Something.
They just use the running back.
Go get Bryce.
Like, bro, use Bryce Hill.
Bro, they ran him 18 times last week for like 30 yards.
Yeah, that's it. Because he was rushing.
Their offensive line is dog shit.
Go sign an O-line. Go sign an O-line.
Yeah. And it would help if Rodgers was there because they'd be more threatened with the pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the run game would eat.
Yeah, the run game would be better. But because you have Zach Wilson back there, nobody's scared of him throwing the ball. They're gonna stack the box. They're gonna make him throw.
Yep.
I wish I gotta do it like Coach does. You see what happens is whenever you have Yeah, he pulled out that whiteboard. I was like, oh my God, this dude is professional. Like I'm catching X's and O's in this podcast. I like this.
Coach crazy. Love that guy.
Oh yeah, Coach Go.
But all right, well, listen, we all got Kansas City. Next game, we have Arizona going into San Francisco. San Francisco is a 14-point favorite. Over under is 43.5.
Coz, you want to call this a trap game?
Is this a trap game, Coz?
I don't think, as much as I think. Do I think they cover?
That's really the question. I still think 49ers win, but can they cover that two touchdown? That's not even just two possession.
That's
So they think, that's full 2 touchdown lead. They think that they're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Is it 14 or 14.5?
It's 14 even. And the crazy thing is I got it on covers right now, which is like they show every single one from like PointsBet, Caesar Sports, Rivers, FanDuel, DraftKings, MGM. Literally every single one on here for this San Francisco game is all 14. It's crazy. All 14.
I don't know about 2 touchdowns.
I mean, let's not act like they haven't beaten everybody they played by 2 touchdowns.
True.
Hey, you could have said that about the Cowboys and who they lose to.
You're right. But I don't think that San Francisco is dealing with the injuries that Dallas was going against the Cardinals. And then they're playing in San Francisco in Levi Stadium.
But it's also a divisional game. Divisional rivals.
That is true. That is true. Watch them lose by like 13.
Bro, I think Niners are gonna win by 12.
You think Niners are gonna win by 12? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say they win by exactly 14. I think they literally pushed on the spread. I don't think this is something where you should take the points or not take the points. I think you should just stay away from this game completely unless you're picking straight San Francisco money line. But then again, it's not really good odds on a game.
Yeah.
I think they win by 10.
You think they win by 10?
Yeah.
What about you, Swiss?
It's either 14 or 12 for me. It's gonna
14,
be around that.
So we don't think that they're gonna get blown out. Like I mean 14 is a beating, but like when I say blown out, I always say about 20 or more. If it's 20 or more, you got blown out.
It's no 70 to 20.
It's no 70 to 20.
No, they're in Levi Stadium, so it just changes a lot because they ain't losing in Levi Stadium.
No, they're not gonna lose there. They're not gonna lose.
No.
Speaking of which, the team that just lost to Arizona, New England goes into Dallas to face the Cowboys. Cowboys are a 6.5-point favorite. Over under is 43.5. Jared, we're gonna save you for last. Twiz, who you got first?
Dallas sucks. You already know who I'm going.
He going with the Patriots.
You know what I mean?
What about you, Coach?
I'm picking Patriots, and I'm a bold statement.
Ezekiel Elliott goes the fuck off.
No, I like that, but no. Dak 2 picks.
Dak 2 picks.
I can see it.
I think Bill Belichick does a masterclass against Dak.
Okay.
I think Bill Belichick moves his safeties around, does his little amoeba defense, and Dak just throws, and it's one of those like dude just comes up, doesn't even see him.
Yeah, my boy Rock here. He's a Dallas fan.
Oh.
Boy Josh, yeah, he's.
Hey, where is it at? Where is it at again?
It's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. It's in Dallas.
Hot take. Zeke Elliott rushes for the first touchdown.
First score of the game, Zeke Elliott.
Woo! He's coming in hot in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna put him in the red zone for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they're gonna run him. I think more than I was actually gonna talk to you about that, Jay. We have Ramondre Stevenson as one of our running backs, and I honestly think we should take him out and put in somebody else. I think they're gonna run Zeke like a solid 22 times.
Zeke 14 carries.
Zeke, bro. I think they run it with Zeke, bro.
Yeah, I can agree with that statement. 2 picks. Yeah, no, it's not a terrible statement, but I will say this: he's only thrown that one all year. So It was a really bad throw. I mean, you could see the guy was there, but he turned his hips late. So
I mean, you saw what Kaiser White said. You bum.
and he called him that before he threw the pick, and then he throws the pick after he tells him, "Yo,
bro." But the crazy thing is like when you look at it in slow mo and frozen fair, there was nobody there but Kaiser White.
I can't win.
Uh-oh.
I'm on call. A flood just came in.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
So now, once again, during the picks, I have to get. Bro,
Well, all right. Well, I'll run through them real quick. All right. So who you got? Pats or Dallas?
Pats.
Okay. Raiders or Chargers?
Chargers.
Okay. The second team I'm saying is at the home team. Okay.
Okay.
Bengals at Titans.
Titans. Old.
That would be an upset. Washington going into Philly.
Washington.
Disrespect you even said that to me.
Tampa Bay going into New Orleans.
New Orleans does always whip Tampa Bay's ass.
Remember though, no Derek Carr.
That's what I was gonna say. They always whip their ass, but I think Tampa Bay takes that one. Finally.
But Kamara comes back, correct?
Kamara does come back this week. Oh, shout out to the league. Lowering Jameson Williamson's suspension so I can bring him back after Mike Williams gets his ACL tear.
I don't know.
Yes.
I can do that too.
I'm looking for the bet real quick so I can see Zeke carries.
Okay.
Okay, what about the Rams going into Indianapolis to face the Colts?
Rams.
Pittsburgh going into Houston. Winston gonna try to ball out on us. Oh yeah. He definitely gonna try to ball out on us.
I'm just gonna say Steelers. I'm like sitting there like Texans.
Houston's actually would not be a bad pick, but considering how their defense has been playing on one hand and how Pittsburgh's offense has been playing on the other hand.
Yeah.
Tank Dell's the number one now.
Yep. What about Baltimore going into Cleveland? Really good NFC North matchup.
Baltimore. I think Deshaun Watson's injured, not playing.
You say
Yeah.
I saw that today. I think he might be out. Actually, no. Well, because I was like, even their backup's nasty though. That Dorio, whatever.
Dorian Thompson, something
From
I think.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Baltimore is still dealing with a lot of injuries.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Browns. I'm gonna go Browns.
You go Browns, okay.
Even if their backup, because even their backup plays nasty.
We got the cripple fight. Denver going into Chicago to face the Bears.
Shit bowl.
Yeah, the shit bowl right there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Denver.
Denver. Oh, we got the other cripple fight. Minnesota going into Carolina to face the Panthers. Bryce Young is back and playing.
Revenge game, by the way. Thielen.
For Adam Thielen, yeah, this is Thielen's revenge game.
I'm picking Vikings.
Vikings to tie. That changes to tie. 0-0. No fucking way. Hey, Denver's offense hasn't been that bad where they're not going to score a point.
We saw 70 burgers, so why can't we see a 0-0 tie?
There's no way that Denver does not score a point against Chicago's defense.
Not even a field goal?
Bro, there's no way. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Probably in my mind, the best game of the week, Miami at Buffalo.
No Jordan Poyer.
Miami.
No, Miami. Last game for you. Atlanta going into Jacksonville face Jags.
Jags.
All right, sir. Go get your ass to that flood.
God damn! I saw the call and I was like, "Fuck, not again!" Every time during pick'ems.
Where you gotta go?
It's in Boca. But I got to go to the shop and then
Boca
go there.
Raton.
Yeah, Boca Raton.
Raton.
Raton. That's what it's Boca Raton.
I know.
You
Yeah,
seen this-
I used to live in Key West, so I get it.
God damn. Okay.
God
All right, boys.
All right, bro.
Be easy.
Later, cousin.
Go.
We're telling you, we finna have the historically worst game ever with them too.
Where we leave off on the Dallas game?
Yeah, we're left off on the Dallas game. I mean, I haven't picked yet. Y'all are going Patriots, right?
Man, come on now. You already know. Fuck Dallas.
As much as it kills me to say, I actually like Dallas in this game.
All right, well, I want to remind you, there's no Teron Smith.
I know. I don't think that it's going to be a high scoring game. I think that they're gonna focus the defense on the run game, and they're going to force Mac Jones to pass the ball. I mean, look, I'm only taking them because I just feel like they're a better team all around than what the Pats are. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Now, as long as they get Zach Martin back, I'm not worried about their line as much. I don't think it was their left tackle. Don't get me wrong; he's not Tyron Smith, but the biggest piece losing on that offensive line is Zach Martin. He is the best lineman in the entire league right now. So if they can get him back, I'm not worried about and then they can still run the ball effectively. They had over 120 yards last week with Pollard. It's all about, can Dak just not fuck up the game?
Not gonna happen. Dak's not that good.
I love how deadpan serious he was about it. Not gonna do it. Dak's not that good.
I think with no Teron Smith, I think that's gonna hurt them on the offensive line for sure. I think we're gonna get pressure. I think we'll line up Judon on that side more since he's not playing. And then I think it's like I wrote one of the comments before. I said, if I'm the DC, Gonzo's got CeeDee Lamb all day.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. Which brings me to a question I wanted to ask y'all. I actually have CeeDee Lamb in a league where my running backs are shit. I got Najee Harris and Breece Hall.
Najee Harris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have an opportunity to trade for Aaron Jones, but I'd have to give up CeeDee Lamb. Now, my other wide receivers, I still have Tyreek Hill. I still have Tyler Lockett. I still have Christian Kirk. Like, I have a good wide receiver room. And all in all, I could afford to give him up. But they didn't really use him much last night. I know he's still coming back from injury, but they didn't really use him much last night. The Packers' offense looked terrible. Their offensive line's banged up. I don't know if I want to trade it. Do y'all think that that'd be a worthy trade?
I don't think so anymore. It's Bakhtiari's on IR. And he's coming back from injury too. I don't think that's worth it right now
unless you drafted him.
No, I didn't draft. I drafted CeeDee Lamb. I didn't draft Arizona.
See, because I have Aaron Jones. I drafted him, so you know.
No,
so
see that. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree. Najee Harris and Breece Hall suck. But the thing is if I can dominate with dual wide receivers, then I don't need a hero running back as much, and I can hope that Najee Harris, pans out.
But I will tell you this though, Najee compared to Aaron Jones, Aaron Jones is gonna get you more points all day.
Yeah,
Najee giving you 5 points a game right now.
Yeah, he's doing terrible. And then I got him and Breece Hall, which is killing my running back room right now. It's terrible.
I mean, Aaron Jones didn't really do too much yesterday, but
yeah, I didn't expect him to. He was coming off an injury. He was questionable going into the game. So, which is why I told the guy, I was like, I want to hold off like another week or two. I want to see, what that offense is going to look like once the full health of Packers is there. Excluding David Bakhtiari because he's gone for a while.
Yeah, at least 5 games, I think.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, next game we have the Vegas Raiders going into LA to face the Chargers. Chargers are a 4.5-point favorite. Over-under is 49.5.
I like the Chargers in this one, especially if Jimmy G does not play.
Yeah. I like the Chargers because Jimmy G is still on concussion protocol, correct?
Yeah, I think he is too. I also like the Chargers in this one. I don't think they go over 49. I think 49 is a little bit too high. I do think that they run the ball effectively, though. I think that
Eckler's
That's what
back.
comes back,
Eckler's back. Yeah, Eckler's back. I think they run the ball really efficiently. Especially with a Kellen Moore offense, he really likes the balance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one, Chargers. 49.5 though, that just seems like a little bit too high for my. I'd probably go under on that one with these two teams.
Yeah, I don't see either one of them putting up 50.
No, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, I think they cover the 4.5. I think they win by at least a touchdown minimum. All right, we got Cincinnati going into Tennessee to face the Titans. Bengals are actually a 2.5 point favorite. Over under is 41 even. Jared, who do you got?
I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take Cincinnati in this one.
Take Cincinnati. You think they play? You think they play better than what they have been playing, or you think their offense is still kind of lackluster?
I think it all rides on Burrow.
That makes sense.
If Burrow goes, the team goes. If he can't really go, the team can't really go.
No, I agree with that. What about you, Swiss? What do you think?
Yeah, I can agree with that as well because, the Titans, yeah, they're cool, but they're really not utilizing Derrick Henry. Obviously, we saw last game they didn't utilize him for nothing.
He hasn't scored yet.
Bro, he had 20 yards last week, bro. That's it.
That's it. And then D Hop, yeah, he's doing his catches every now and then, but it's nothing crazy.
Not significant.
So I mean, Joe Mixon right now, he's eating.
Yeah, Joe Mixon has been playing well.
He's playing pretty good. So you know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals on this one.
Yeah, Jamar finally got the pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamar had a really good game last week.
I think Jamar, has another good game. They just had to. It's just like all these players, bro. They didn't play preseason, so they had to get warmed up.
Yeah, we talked about that extensively about how the preseason it needs more. You have to do more in the preseason. I'm tired. And then you're like, oh well, we don't want to injure our guys. But the thing is that you're losing games because these guys aren't ready.
Yep.
Yeah, Cozy's by himself in this one. I don't like Tennessee in this game. I like the Bengals in this one. I don't think it's gonna be a 2.5 point game. I think it's gonna be probably almost a 10-point game, to be honest with you. I just don't think Tennessee's team is gonna hold up to that offense if they play with the way that they're supposed to play.
Now Tennessee's defense can sack Burrow 7 times again. They might have a chance.
Yeah, that's where it goes back and forth for me. Is that offensive line going to play well? Is the defense going to hold up? They've been playing decent, but they really haven't played well against good teams. And the Titans you never know what you're going to get with them. So, but all right, you all got that. 41 over under. Man, that's a tough one. I would stay away from that one altogether. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go under 41, just because I don't believe in it. Both of these offenses have been playing lackluster. So, but all right. Next we got Washington going into Philly, face the Eagles. Eagles are an 8.5 point favorite. Over under 35.5. I take it I know what Twiz is gonna pick.
Look behind me. Everybody look behind me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might go with them. What do you think the score is gonna be though, Twiz? What do you think the score is?
100-0.
Nah. Look, check it. Keep it a buck. It's a divisional game. So divisional games are always a little different.
And they beat y'all last year too. Yeah, exactly. They were the one that knocked y'all's undefeated streak off.
So divisional games are different, but the difference that makes this year is Sam Howell at quarterback. He's never played Philly. He's never came into Philly and felt the environment.
You're right. I do agree. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, the D-line.
Scary D-line. D-line is scary.
Yeah, the D-line is good, but at the end of the day, our D line and our front four coming in at him. Whoo! I don't think he's ready for that in Philly. So I think
Yeah, and then Washington's offensive line really isn't that good.
no. So I think we eat, and I think it's gonna be. I want our offense to go crazy, but play calling ain't been too much. So
Like, do you remember the first game y'all played against them last year? Dude, first drive, Jared, they had 2 sacks in 3 plays.
it was crazy because it was 24-8. Kobe.
Yeah, bro.
That
That was a wild game, bro. I mean, that defense was going ape shit on that offensive line.
Bro, we had
bad.
8 sacks on Carson Wentz. Wild, bro. Wild.
It was
wild,
crazy.
Wild. So I think if we get our offense together, I think it'll be 28-10.
28-10. That's not a bad score.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm getting caught up again, so I got to do mine fast again. I gotta get ready for my youngest child's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, you good?
Birthday party tomorrow. We got.
Okay, so we got Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
No Derek Carr. I got Tampa.
Rams at Indianapolis.
Anthony Richards playing or no?
Yep.
I'm going underdog. I'm going Colts, bro.
Colts, not a bad pick. Pittsburgh going into Houston.
CJ Stroud has been balling. He's doing his thing right now. Pittsburgh's going in there. You know what? I like Pittsburgh. I'm going to take Pittsburgh, bro.
Taking Pittsburgh. All right. Baltimore going into Cleveland. Yeah, that's a tough game.
No Odell. Oh, well. Zay Flowers. One of their running backs are hurt.
All the running backs are hurt.
All their running backs are hurt.
Taking Cleveland.
Okay, we got Denver going into Chicago.
Fuck, shoot me now. God damn, bro. Can we just flex that game to Wednesday?
Can we flex that game?
Can we flex that game to Wednesday at 3 a.m. in the morning where nobody can watch it? I saw a meme that said that.
That's looking funny.
They're in Denver?
In Chicago.
Oh, they're in Chicago? You know what? I'm taking the Chicago. I'm taking Chicago to get one in.
Taking Chicago to get one in.
Yeah.
All right. Minnesota at Carolina.
Jeez. Thielen show.
Bryce Young is back in play.
He can barely see over his O-line.
That's what I said too.
He can barely see over his. I like the kid though.
I do think he's gonna look good in front of that Minnesota defense. I do.
I think he looks. You know what? Jeez. I'm going Minnesota, man. They need to pull one out.
Yeah. Best game of the week, in my opinion. Miami going into Buffalo to face the Bills.
This is the best game of the week. I'm not gonna lie.
Miami's the underdog.
Miami's the underdog because Buffalo has been. They got.
It's only because that Buffalo's at home. So what Vegas does is when they automatically give the home team like they -3 points, and then they put in all the other statistics and stuff like that, and come out with like a number about what they think the spread's gonna be. So when like right now you have Miami going to Buffalo in FanDuel, that's Buffalo's a 3-point favorite. So they're only favored because they're at home, not because they believe that they're a better team.
And Waddle's coming back.
And Waddle's back.
And Waddle's coming back. Yep.
I got Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. Okay,
Yes,
and then the last game we got Atlanta going into Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, go pull one off, bro.
Jacksonville gonna pull one off.
Go pull
All
one
right,
off.
that's everything, sir.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. You already
No
know.
problem. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all
You
for
already
coming
know.
in, sharing the picks.
My brothers, you already know, man.
All right, G.
Let's go. Y'all
Y'all
have
be
a good one,
safe.
man. Take it easy, man.
Hey, you
Sure.
too, man. Holla at you later.
All right, bro. Go.
Well, all right, Jared.
There was 2.
Back to the After the Huddle crew. And you know what time it is. Roll it up. Okay, well, let's get back into this Philly Washington game. Who do you like?
I'm going Philly.
Going Philly. Now, do you think Washington covers the 8.5?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I
What
think
you think it's gonna be like a 10, 12 point game?
I could see that. Yeah. And I don't know about Washington's offense. To be real with you, like Twitch and them was saying, with the offensive line. I think with that defense for Philly, I think they're just having a field day again, especially since it's in Philly.
This is in Philly.
And then I don't either Forbes is getting AJ Brown or Devontae Smith, and whoever he doesn't get is probably gonna have a field day too.
He's probably gonna get AJ Brown.
Most likely. Oh, and then we can't forget about DeAndre Swift. Swift has 300 yards in 2 games. That's the last 2 weeks we're at 300 yards. Yep, and he's playing on, and he's been my running back one since Barkley went down. So it's been nice.
Okay, I went up against David Montgomery in 2 leagues this week, bro.
So did
I was pissed.
Yeah, I got Montgomery too. Somebody actually trying to put him on the trade block.
I wish. I would have
No.
went snagged him.
In one of my, I think either the keeper league or takeover league, dude was like, "Yeah, Montgomery's up for trade. I'm only asking for a high, I think a low end wide receiver 2." So I went and looked at my roster. I'm like, you can have between Puka, Jordan Addison, or DJ Moore. And he kind of just was like, I think he's gonna think about it. So I don't know.
What's there to think about? 3 guys. I was trying to get Christian McCaffrey, but
I understand.
I would have had to.
That hurts.
Wait, had who on the bench?
Montgomery.
Oh! Ow!
I had Jared Goff on the bench too.
Yeah, but who's your starting quarterback?
Trevor, I think.
Oh yeah, you fucking wild.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh, let me ask you this. So, from what we've seen with Sam Laporta, right?
Yeah, he's been playing well.
Yeah. Look a few years down the line. Do you think he could be a Gronk type tight end?
I don't think he's gonna get the that's fucking hot. I don't think he's gonna get the touchdowns that Gronk got. It's you gotta think about. Excuse me. While Jared Goff does enjoy his safety blankets, you know what I mean? Not like Tom Brady did.
Right.
And not to mention like the touchdowns that Gronk got was.
What's your record? What's your record looking like?
Is it because of injuries? Is it record wise? I mean, I started out 0-3 in this league, bro, and I'm fucking pissed. I got a decent team. I mean, from on paper, you know, but Mike Williams, he just had an ACL tear. Goddard hasn't done shit. I got Najee and Josh Jacobs as my running backs, and I got Tyreek Hill and Josh Allen basically carrying my team. Oh, and the Bills defense. They had 31 last week.
Yeah, but that was only against Washington, though. I mean, when are they going to put up 31 on defense again?
Just bad starters on 1 and 2. I'm in a few leagues, man. I'm in like 5 leagues. So yeah, I'm in 5 leagues. So.
We're in 2 together.
Yeah, we're in 2 together on Sleeper.
I had two with you, a best ball, keeper, and then a takeover. That's 5.
Yeah, I got the 2 with you. I got 1 with a PlayStation group of mine. 1 with like Devin, Russell Wilson, Devin.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And 1 with Logan Oliver. He put together like a 14-man league.
Damn.
CD Jack, Najee Montgomery, Dallas, Goddard, San Francisco, Jared Judy. I mean, that's a solid team. I mean, Jared Judy's been dealing with injuries, and Goddard hasn't really gotten the looks. But I know Dallas got you good points. CD's been getting you decent points.
San
Dak not
Francisco.
so much last week or the first or week one. Well, really not any week. Dak hasn't been playing really up to par. And then,
Yeah.
but you said you left Montgomery on the bench. Like that's tough. But all right. But so anyway, Jared, Tampa Bay going into New Orleans. We see this. We see this every year. Obviously, the Saints seem to always have their number in the dome. No Derek Carr, Jameis Winston playing his old team. Baker still trying to prove that he can carry this team to a division. I think this is one of those games that decide how the season's going to go. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if the Saints win and they can get, if the Saints can win and they can get a couple wins without Derek Carr, then when he comes back, you know, they can keep that momentum. However, if the Saints lose with no Derek Carr, then I think their season's going to tank. I really do.
Now let me ask you this. So I want you to name a few elite quarterbacks. Like who are some of the elite quarterbacks to you right now?
Patrick Mahomes.
They don't play Patrick Mahomes.
No. Joe Burrow.
They don't play Burrow.
Jalen Hurts.
They don't play Hurts.
Justin Herbert.
They don't play Herbert or Lamar. So like they caught a break not playing any of them, you know, and then like they kind of have a cakewalk almost, kind of sort of.
Who are you talking about? The Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a cakewalk for the season, and I mean if you can't beat Tampa Bay this week, I think it's gonna be a different story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they are, like I said, they are dealing with injuries, and it's not. They have to have better play calling as well. So,
That is true.
but who you like in this one?
Take Tampa.
Take Tampa.
Take Tampa. Who you got?
Damn it. I'm gonna go with New Orleans. I'm gonna go with New Orleans here.
Think Tampa eat a dub?
Yeah, I think he's gonna eat a dub this week. I think that the Saints defense is gonna play really well, and Kamara coming back is gonna help with their run game. It's gonna take some pressure off of Jameis.
Yeah.
Which they weren't able to do last week, considering, you know, no Jamal Williams, no Alvin Kamara, no nothing. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna go with the Saints in this one. I think I'm gonna like this pick. All right. Over under in this game, dog, 39.5. Yeesh. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm still gonna take the under.
I was gonna say I still go under.
We got the Rams going Indianapolis to face the Colts. It's basically a pick'em game. Indianapolis is actually favored by 1 point. So
Indy's going into the Rams.
the Rams are going into Indianapolis. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go cut. I think I like Indy in this one. I like Indy in this one. I like Anthony Richardson. Like I said, I'm gonna say this now. Anthony's gonna probably run another one in. I think he runs another one in.
Yeah, I do think he scores again. But I like the Rams in this one. I think the Rams offense has been playing well. Now, don't get me wrong. The Colts defense has been playing better than I anticipated them to, but they haven't been really finishing games. Now they did fit. I will say they did finish against the Ravens in overtime. But if anybody was watching that game in overtime, Zay Flowers was dragging across the middle, and it was a clear pass interference, and they just didn't call it. They didn't throw the fucking flag. Like, throw the flag, right? Like, I don't care if it's at the end of the game. If it's a flag, throw it.
Yep.
That being said, I still like the Rams in this one. I think they're more talented. This is their last week without Cooper Kupp. So I think that Puka and Atwell are going to be playing their asses off so that they can try to get playing time for when he comes back.
I still think they do.
I think they will too. It's gonna take pressure off of It's gonna take pressure off of Cooper Kupp.
It's gonna go Kupp. Kupp, Puka, Atwell.
Yeah, that's gonna be their three.
Also, Higbee got an extension today,
which I'm not surprised about. I'm really not.
It was only 2 years, 2-year extension. Not bad.
Yeah. All right. Over in this game is actually under in this game is actually 45.5. It's actually a little bit higher than what I'm thinking it's going to be, so I'm going to go under.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to go under too.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Pittsburgh going into Houston. Pittsburgh is a 3-point favorite. Over under in this game is 41.5. Jared, Kenny Pickett, CJ Stroud, year 2 versus year 1. Struggling offense versus upcoming defense. Who you got?
I think I'm gonna take Pittsburgh, simply because I think they had the better defense, against the rookie quarterback. I think Tomlin, dials up some good pressure, some blitzes. I think they're going to confuse them a little bit. I think Pat P gets another pick, or Joey Porter gets his pick, because really Houston doesn't really got like a legit bona fide scary number one.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
It's Tank, Nico Collins, you got Dameon Pierce, but I mean, can that offensive line block T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, Cam Hayward? So I think I'm going Pittsburgh on this
one. I'm gonna take a swing in the dark. I'm gonna go Houston in this one.
Okay. We got the Jags game wrong last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You see that Stroud's playing well. He really is.
Yeah.
And their defense is looking better. Their special teams has been playing well. And with the struggling offense like Pittsburgh has been having, I mean, I don't see, because you're not going to. Their passing defense is better than their running defense. In Houston, that is. You're going to start Burrito over Najee? No, because I wouldn't do that, only because I'm not going to do that because I was only going to think about doing it if Saquon didn't practice. But Saquon was in limited practice on Thursday, so I'm anticipating that he's going to be playing. I picked up Burrito just in case. So, but I'm just going to let Najee play against that Houston run defense, which isn't as good, So we'll see how it works out.
Devin, you can tap in on this one too. Who do you think wins Defensive Player Rookie of the Year, Gonzo or Will Anderson?
Well, I mean, with the way that Gonzo's playing right now, it's definitely going to be him.
I think Gonzo gets it too. Who do you think gets Offensive Rookie of the Year? Because I was really trying to put some thought into that earlier too.
Probably CJ Stroud.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of like all the rookie players that are like kind of like balling out.
Maybe Bijan.
Bijan might get it. I can see Bijan getting it. I forgot all about that.
Jordan Addison. I mean, he had the first two good weeks in the first 2 weeks, but then the last week he didn't do all that crazy, but he still contributed at the end of the game.
I think Bijan,
Excuse me.
Bijan just taking people's ankles and leaving them on the field like it's nothing.
Oh yeah.
I think he gets it. Who wins defensive rookie of the year and offensive rookie of the year?
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win like offensive defensive rookie of the year? That's what he's asking. I think on the defensive side it's gonna be Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots, their cornerback.
Yeah.
On the offensive side, I'm thinking it's gonna because I think Jordan Addison has been showing that he's the best wide receiver so far. Although we will get to see more of Quentin Johnston with the Chargers now that Mike Williams is gone.
Yep.
So we will get to see more of him and see what he can do. But I think Zay Flowers and Jordan Addison are the top two contenders as far as wide receiver position for that. And then Bijan's a clear-cut running back for it. But then you still have C.J. Stroud, who's playing well over in Houston right now. And if he can lead that team to a winning record, or at least a 500 record,
Right.
He'll definitely win.
Right.
And he can do it. I mean, they're in a division built for it. Their division's not great.
Yeah, the AFC South's not, it's really not none.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Houston in this one. All right. Really good. Like I said, really good AFC North matchup. Baltimore is going into Cleveland. Cleveland is a 1.5 point favorite. Over under 39.5.
Between Christian Gonzalez and Will Anderson, who would you say?
Yeah, Christian Gonzalez is the cornerback for the Patriots, who's been playing really well right now. And then, Will Anderson's the DN for Houston. I haven't really seen his stats though. I don't really know how he's looking. I just know the defense team, the team of the Texans as a whole right now is playing okay. They're actually not playing all that bad.
I think week 1 he had a sack and a strip sack.
So he had like 2 sacks, like 2 separate sacks.
Yeah.
Okay, Gonzalez. Yeah. That's who we think as well.
Yeah. When the draft first happened, when we put that short out about who's going to win Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year, a lot of people said Devin Witherspoon.
I mean, I had talked to you about Devin Witherspoon, and I liked him. Where is he at right now?
I don't think he's playing right now. I mean, he's in Seattle, but I don't think he's been getting play time. I think he's hurt. So, yeah.
Well, all right. Well, who do you like in this Baltimore-Cleveland matchup?
I think we'll go with Cleveland.
You go Cleveland? What is this one?
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one against Brown when they played the Eagles? Yeah. That's who that was.
And Tyreek, yeah. He's the one that picked off Tua in that game.
Yeah, he played well. I like Cleveland in this game. Cleveland's defense has been crazy.
I was about to say, is Cleveland's defense for real?
Right. They had the Titans only got 96 total yards against the Cleveland defense last week.
20 of those were from Derrick Henry.
That's terrible. Oh my God, that's terrible. And I thought the Giants' offense was bad. Holy fuck.
I have
96 yards of total offense, bro? That's terrible.
I have Derrick Henry in one of my leagues.
How many points did he get you?
I think 1.
2?
1 or 2. He ain't been doing shit.
I said 1 or 2. From Derrick Henry. Oh my God. I think that Cleveland defense is for real. They got good pass rushers, physical outside guys in the corner that can press you and give their DNs time to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, I think they're slowly just building around him. If Watson can just shake back, and I mean they're straight.
Yeah, I still think even with it's been a long day. I still think that with Baltimore with the injuries that they have, even with Deshaun Watson out, like
So he's not playing?
Cleveland's defense is gonna kill them.
Watson's not playing?
Not that I mean, from what I've been reading, like I don't know if he is or not. Let me see. Check it out real quick. Questionable. Game time decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he doesn't play, I think I'm going to lean Baltimore because, rookie quarterback against Baltimore's defense, different story than Watson playing against the defense.
Yeah, but the Ravens have Odell Beckham, Rashad Bateman, David Ojabo, and Marlon Humphrey out.
They still got like a whole team that's hurt.
And then Dorian Thompson-Robinson will start if Deshaun Watson can't play. So, I mean, we'll see. Exactly why I picked him to win the division. All they needed was a QB, and Watson definitely showed it at the end of the year. They just knew it was going to be too late when he came back. Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing I don't agree with is just where's the play been?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good game last week, against the Titans, who couldn't do anything on the offensive side of the ball, so they weren't putting any pressure on the offensive side of Cleveland, so he's able to sit back there. And then Amari Cooper was killing old boy on the outside, and they would have had another touchdown if he had a good game last week. Like they had another touchdown if the ref wasn't really trying to cheat Cleveland, because that's what he was trying to do. Because even Stevie Wonder saw that he didn't step out.
Damn.
But if you look at everything else he's done 3 weeks into the season, it hasn't been much. That defense has played really well, and it's kept them in games.
It's been bailing them out.
And that's how they're going to have to play if they want to beat Baltimore.
Right.
They're going to have to hold Baltimore to like 10 points, no more than 10 points.
Right. I mean,
and that's to give them a shot at winning the game. Yeah, I mean, imagine you're a rookie and you're backing up a quarterback, and then he gets hurt, and the first game of your career is played against you're probably one of your biggest division rivals.
I think the biggest.
Like the Ravens have done nothing but stomp Cleveland for years.
That's Pittsburgh and Baltimore is the biggest rival.
No, Pittsburgh and Baltimore in that division, and then Cleveland and Cincinnati because it's the battle for Ohio.
Yeah.
But Cleveland's got the edge right now. They won this year already against them.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is a huge game for them. Has Cleveland played the Steelers yet?
I don't know.
Did they get three? Who'd they play week 2?
San Francisco, I believe. No, they played San Francisco week 1, I believe. I don't remember who they played week 2. You talking about Pittsburgh?
No, Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. They played Cincinnati first. They played Baltimore, I think.
No, they played Baltimore this week.
I know, but I thought they played Baltimore in week 2 also. I don't remember.
They did play this. No, that. Why is it doing? Yeah, they did play the Steelers week 2. Yeah, they had 3 of their first four games were against divisional opponents, and they've already got one over the Bengals. They've already got they lost against the Steelers, and then they beat the Titans last week. So now they got the Ravens. I mean, do you think that Cleveland can make a push into the playoffs?
If they win this week, yeah. they can honestly push their way into the division and
They have a tough schedule, man. Ravens, and then 49ers at home,
they'll probably
on the road against the Colts, on the road against Seattle, and they got an easy one with Cardinals. Well, I mean, it's not really easy anymore with the way the Cardinals have been playing.
I think the Colts win should be a win for them.
They have an opportunity to win this division.
Mm-hmm.
They only have a few outside of their division games. They only have a few tough games. So, I mean, it's possible we could really see Cleveland win the division in the modern NFL.
Like I said, we've seen the 70 burger, and we might see Cleveland win the division.
That's possible. All right. Now we get to the shit bowl. Denver going into Chicago to face Chicago. Denver's a 3.5 point favorite on FanDuel. 46.5. Who you like?
Go Denver.
Yeah, I like Denver in this. I don't understand why they were going with Chicago or why Twiz went with Chicago. Chicago's offense is, yeah, like when they resurrect themselves from the grave, you know.
Unless Denver's run defense is really that bad.
Yeah.
And Chicago and Justin Fields just runs all over the field, and DJ.
Yeah,
Moore,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think so either. And then like if DJ Moore catches like a screen pass, he can damn near take it for like 70 yards, if anything.
Yeah.
To me, honestly, it looked like Denver's defense is like.
Denver's defense has been absolutely dog shit.
I'm talking about last week. I'm talking like they didn't give it any effort, like no pursuit to the ball, nothing.
Well, I mean, you're getting blown out. At a certain point, you stop caring as much.
Yeah. Their controller actually became unplugged.
Really? Yeah, I like Denver in this one too. I like them to cover the 3.5 as well. I like under 46.5. I don't like under.
Under what?
Under 46.5.
46. Shit, I'd probably drop it down to like 38.
You're gonna drop it low. Get really good odds on that shit.
Like, well, usually doesn't it go like 38? Like, is it 37.5 and like 38.5 or some shit like that?
Well, yeah, you do alternate spreads and bring it down. It gives you better odds.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you get better odds on that stuff so that you can get more money.
Yeah, that's what I do. I usually do it like that, drop it down a little bit more from what it is.
That makes sense. I do that sometimes.
I did with the Duke Clemson game. I did it with that, and I won like 200 off of it.
Yeah, see, it's possible. All right. Next we got Minnesota going into Carolina, another shit bowl. Both the last 4 teams I named are all winless. They still do not have a win.
This one's gonna be interesting. I want to see how Thielen's gonna show out. I want to see if he does show out.
Minnesota's a 4.5 point favorite. They're in Carolina. I like Minnesota in this one.
I'm gonna go with
even if Thielen shows out, like I still like Minnesota to win this one. Minnesota's offense has played well. You know what I'm saying? As long as if the defense can step up against a rookie QB, then they'll win.
Yeah, Kurt, if you hear this, you're watching. I don't know if you somehow find this video. Stop turning the fucking ball over.
Right, throw it to Jordan Addison more. Jesus Christ, bruh. Like, come on,
dude. Like, it's ridiculous how they just turn the ball over every other fucking drive.
I mean, my deal is that you're leading you're leading the league right now, or you're top 5 in passing yards. Justin Jefferson's leading the league in receiving yards, or he's top 5, and you're scoring, so many points a game, but you're not winning games. You're turning the ball over, and your defense has been bad.
Right.
Like, how do you expect to win?
Like, you get down to the Tampa Bay game, they got down to the red zone. Kirk throws a fucking pick.
It's a lot of garbage times, and then, I can't say it's even garbage time stats because it's just his stats playing the game. I mean, this is like 2 out of the last 3 weeks that Justin Jefferson has like 150 yards.
Yeah.
Or he had 125 plus.
It's like every week he's put up 100 plus.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know if the turnovers is that bad, or if the defense is that bad, or if it's just literally just a combination of both. That's what I think it is.
But yeah, I'm taking Minnesota on this one. What's the over
Yeah,
under?
same. 46.5. I like the under. I like the under. I think that's a little bit too much for these teams. Next we have, like I said, I think probably the best game of the week. Miami is going against Buffalo in Buffalo, and the Bills are a 3-point favorite. Over under is 53.5. Yeesh. Jared, who you got?
I'm taking Miami.
Hold on, are you taking Miami because you think they're better, or just because you don't like the Bills?
Kind of both.
No, I want to know the main reason.
Buffalo's weakness is the run defense, and
Yes.
we've seen what Miami can do with running the ball.
Okay.
So they put almost over. I think it was almost over 600 yards on offense last week. I think 300 on the ground, 300 on the air. I think that's what it was.
They had over 700 yards of total offense.
Yeah, see my point. Like, they could have,
Over 350 yards rushing.
and passing. I think.
Yeah, both of them. Yep.
So on top of that, so like, which one is Buffalo gonna stop? Because they only got one corner that's good to guard Tyree.
Excuse me.
And that's Trey White. Trey White's gonna take Tyreek Hill. Got Jalen Waddle coming back from injury. No Jordan Davis. I mean Jordan Poyer.
Jordan Poyer.
So I mean, I don't think we see another 70 burger.
No, that's not gonna happen.
No, not at all. But I don't think Buffalo's gonna be able to stop the run. So I think that's what's gonna end up happening.
I like Buffalo in this game, and here's why. If they were in Miami, I would agree with you. I think being in Buffalo makes it a little bit different story. I still don't think that Miami's defense is all that crazy. I just don't think that. And on top of that, if you looked at them, how they played last week, they still gave up 20 to Denver, and Denver's offense isn't all that great.
Right.
So imagine what, and then the Bills are actually running the football now. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching James Cook's numbers, but
So.
he had a good week last week and a good week in week 2.
Yeah, didn't he have like 100+ last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had 90+ the week before, or 80+ something like that. So he's still a viable option now. And if they can continue to find that balance, their offense can still succeed. And let's not act like, they didn't just come off of beating Washington 38-3.
Right.
And that 3 came late in the game after it was all over with.
But yeah, Miami's defense and Washington's defense, I think, is a totally different story. Plus, that offense is different than Washington.
Now, don't get me wrong. On the back end, maybe, but the front 4, no. Washington's front 4 is way better than what Miami has up front.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's different with like how Washington's offense is compared to Miami's offense too.
Oh, yeah, that's the biggest difference. But even so, I think a lot of that's showcased because of the fact that Denver is just so bad right now. Yeah, I like Buffalo in this one, man. Over under is 53.5. I don't think it gets that high. I don't know if that gets that high.
Didn't they play them tough last year in Buffalo?
Yeah, they played them tough both in no, it wasn't Buffalo, it was in Miami. They played really tough in Miami. That was that game where they were trying to get the ball set, but the time was running out.
Mm-hmm. What do you think you think they go over or under?
I think they go over. I think both of these teams are going to score 28 plus. Just depends on who's going to crack over 30. Whoever cracks over 30 is going to win a game.
Shit, I don't think they may not even get to 30. We could very well see a 27-24 game.
True. That'd be under. I think it's going to be a little bit higher though. I'm gonna take the over. It's a bold prediction. All right, but last game we have Atlanta going up against Jacksonville in London. Jacksonville's a 3-point favorite. Over under 43.5. I like Jacksonville to come back and get a win after falling to Houston last week.
Yeah, I think Ridley's going to show out. First
Oh
year.
yeah.
I think
Ridley's going to go crazy. I even took Christian Kirk out because even with Zay Jones hurt, like they might key in on him. I don't know,
but I don't see anybody being able to guard Ridley on Atlanta's defense.
Jesse Bates is there.
He's a safety though.
True, but that doesn't mean he can't. I mean, he's got to take away the deep routes on him.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. No, I get that, but I don't know.
And if somebody knows they got help over the top, they're gonna, play down more.
I don't know if Okuda's playing because that's the number one right there is Okuda.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna take Jacksonville on this one. I think Trevor Lawrence finally decides to shoot for a minute.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I like Jacksonville in this game.
I need Trevor Lawrence back.
Yeah, they play well in London too. So Trevor Lawrence has played well in London. They don't mind the trip. They do it every year, it seems like. Gonna beat the Giants though, across the pond.
I'm done with you.
Well, all right, y'all. That is
our
our picks for the weeks.
You got anything for fantasy this week?
Man. I took out Buffalo's defense, if that's not a given already. I'd like the Saints. I like the Saints defense. I like a lot of people might not see this, but what's his name? I like Dotson this week against the Eagles. Jahan Dotson. He's gonna be like their third guy. Going up against the Eagles number 3, the 2s and the 3s. He has to win those battles, and I think he can.
Something just happened. Don't know where we left off at. But all right, we had Jake's phone died, so we're gonna just go ahead and wrap this up. So that was our show. So everybody, thank you for coming in. Tune in Tuesday for everybody's picks. See who won. We'll talk some more fantasy like we always do. And until then, this has been After the Huddle, and we shall see y'all on Tuesday's show.